Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. First carry for the DeAndre Swift. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott's going to keep this. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how the offense has performed, but I'll bet they're absolutely thrilled with how the defense played last week, holding their opponents to just 3 points, and that was it. They gave anything comparable to that performance, this one's absolutely locked up.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Prescott going to keep again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 19th touchdown now in the season. And the Cowboys drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Martin, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the
start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go with the option. Coming right. And down to the 36-yard line here. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. 28 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Miller, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. There's Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that.
That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
That was shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Play action now. Prescott on the move to his left. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. On play action, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Extra point by Morrow, and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
From the 31, Goff. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, gone. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taken from about the 12.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. Maher on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Goff on first down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott steps away. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
That's caught again by Schultz. He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Prescott out to his left. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Dak Prescott his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run. Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Here's Goff. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And quickly they get to the line. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. When you go back to the early drives, you can just see the run squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Goff on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On second down, Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions runner now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Run for Pollard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Here's Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Detroit getting set to go now. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Goff. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense on third down today, pretty anemic, very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And I don't think he got there, no. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out now come the Cowboys.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do if they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Again, Dak going to keep it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. They'll go option to the short side. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.